I wanted to kind of how they do it on a team. Let's just get together, just kind of huddle, over each other here and just kind of see. I wanted to hear from you guys, okay? Because this is the program. This is, how many of you guys have been through the first version of the challenge? Yes? First version of the challenge? Okay, quite a few of you. Some of you guys are new. This is our third iteration of the challenge. I'm not doing a fourth one. Okay, I'm not doing, there is going to be no fourth one. This is it. Okay, so the way, so you guys are going, Phyllis is laughing. Phyllis, what are you laughing about? Kid you not, my sincere intention here, guys, is to see if we can have, we have 122 people right now in this room. If we can have 122 success case studies, like documented, this can flip the internet on its head, because there is no other program to my knowledge that can do what I believe the challenge can do. And it's not because of me. So I think we got to work as a team together so that we can make necessary adjustments as we go, right? So that people coming, after you guys, they could, we can pivot, because I can see it from my thing, and I try to do my best. But I think if we have 123 people now giving me input and you're honest, feedback about some things that we're going to be bouncing ideas about tonight, I think it'll be really, really beneficial for everybody else that will be coming through the challenge, especially new people, and so that's kind of like what I wanted to talk about with you guys tonight. So I would love to hear more from you tonight. That's one thing. And so let me just kind of set the tone here a little bit. You're not going to offend me one iota. I'm very, very, very difficult when it comes to getting offended. Like, you will have to really work hard to offend me, because I do not get offended. You know what I mean? I've learned, I've built a tough skin, what they call it, thick skin, right? So don't worry ever to say something that might offend me. I'm not that kind of a guy, right? We're building towards something that's bigger, I think, than any one of us, and it's for the better of the community, right? Of the really where we're going here. And so I see us as like, you guys are like the front line of people that plow the way. And so two things here. A, think about yourself, your experience, and then B, think about, give me one. So I think if we can have at least half of you guys give me at least one thing that you think we could improve on, right? Just think about it right now. That's what I would love to hear. Also, what I wanted to discuss with you guys is my plans for the Millionaires Retreat. You all heard about that, right? So I want to, bounce some ideas about that. And then for the rest of this session here, or for the rest of this call, we're just going to have, Q&A, open platform. So feel free to tell me anything. Feel free to curse me out if you want to. Feel free to give me like your honest feedback. This is going to be the real thing right here, right? So here is, I don't want to take too much time here talking. I would rather listen to you guys. What do you all, honestly, okay? So if you guys can tell me your honest opinion so far, first 9 sessions, shoot me straight. What do you think? What are you experiencing? How do you feel? Do you feel like it's a little bit overwhelming? Do you feel it's a little bit too much? Do you feel like, with me talking about getting those basic tools and some of these core products is a little bit too much? Have you ever felt like you're being pressured, or kind of, felt like you were sold or anything like that? How did you feel as you were going through the first 9 sessions? 4% compensation plan is not that sexy, right? For somebody who is just used to sell compensation plans. However, once somebody gets in, this is the most mind-blowing compensation plan that has ever been created, because you can get paid anywhere from $14 every month up to, $1,500 per sale, but you've got like 30 and growing number of income streams that are actually, that actually make sense. Like, we don't promote, there are some systems out there that promote, like system. That's what it is. There is no product really. They're just getting people to buy or sign up for something, but you don't want to sign up for that. The only reason you're signing up for that is so that you can make money off of it. It's never sustainable. It will never last. It will never be sustained. It's just a gimmick. What we want to focus on is we want to focus on product, so we keep it product centric. The next thing that I wanted to get you guys' opinion on is the core product. So this is an area that I personally, I want to be very careful about, because I don't want to make people feel like they're being upsold or they're being sold additional stuff and they didn't expect, and they get pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, this is a very fine area, that because in reality, if somebody like if we have people go to college, they buy textbook, they pay for credits, there's additional expenses that people already know that are going to be there. How, when you guys went through I think, what is it, session 7, 8, we start talking about core products. So there's 4 products in the 4%. There was a lot of different products, but when it comes to entrepreneurship, especially marketing, there's 4 core products. We've got the Challenge, ITM, eStage, eStage Academy. Those 4 are like colors of the rainbow. It doesn't matter what people are promoting. I believe if people have those, they really do not need to buy anything outside those as far as training is concerned. Later on, once they're into money, they can buy other stuff. But for those of you guys who got exposed to that concept and that area, that, hey, you got to master traffic, right? Did you feel pressured to purchase that, or did it make sense to you? Please talk to me. Do we need to adjust those messages for people coming in? How did it make you feel?
Hey, I didn't feel.
This is Donna from Michigan, Vic.
Hey, Donna, there was a gentleman before you. If you can, let's let him speak.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah.
But you're gonna be right next after him, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, what's going on, Donna? Long time no see.
Hi.
Hey, there wasn't pressure per se. I think the pressure normally comes from, and let me define that. It comes from not having the money to make that purchase. Some of us are coming from different backgrounds, and with me, I didn't have the money, so I sold clothes. I got an extra job. I not to like outshine anybody, but it was pressure, but it was that good pressure. But the pressure that I think you're probably looking for, Vic, is the pressure saying you got to get this in a negative way. I didn't feel that way. I also see the strategic way that you actually promote the products. I think that's right there on the fence. I think if you push a little bit more, then yeah, it will feel like, oh, well, you have to get these products. Then the FTC comes in and you got people complaining. But I also think that there needs to be some type of pressure because we're all in it. And we do need to make sales. And like you had explained to Mr. Danny, is you allow the ecosystem to sell for you. So we're dependent on that type of pressure. So what I'm saying is you do need to leave it alone. If, just my suggestion, just leave it alone for now. If you see sales drop on the back end, then I guess that would be an indication of like, hey, there might be a little pressure. I mean, we can't really foresee what could happen if it's too much pressure because you're dealing with all different likes. So I would say the most important thing, which I know this Zoom is just an update, is to keep the sessions on time and daily. And, I'm not sure if you're putting in videos from the last one or you making them as you go, but I think the more so on time.
You didn't notice it?
Cool.
You didn't notice it?
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't see any new videos. The first one just blew my mind out. Now, the second version of it is like, I'm like, man, how could you top that? Because there's nothing else out there. And I'm not really saying that.
They're all brand new. It's completely rebuilt from scratch. So. Yeah.
That's cool. But I did wanted to just say that. I know you wanted to talk about that, but I wanted to insert a couple of really, really important questions that got me stumped. I just want to start out just by saying I've been following you since 2013. I was kind of upset that I couldn't get into the Big Idea Mastermind because I didn't know you existed. So I was upset. But you shown me how to sell very difficult products without selling it. And I still use those methods today. I understand exactly why you paused the program, the wording that you use. It was right around where a couple of companies that were pretty big, that were big on coaching, and they shut them down. And all of a sudden we had an influx of people. and the FTC was chasing them all down. So I understood why you paused it, even though you didn't publicly say it. I was upset because I didn't have a training that I can show people like how to make money online. I didn't have a training. I didn't have the time to reproduce it. I know how much work it takes to make one video. You're making several videos, and people need to really understand that. That's a lot of work. I think you got 50 hours or 48 hours in one day, because I don't see how you do it. But
bro, what can we do better?
well, here's the thing.
So Donna now?
Yes, Donna, go ahead.
Okay. One of the things that I wanted to say, Vic, is a couple things, is that I've been with you with the first challenge. And with the first and the second, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine, yes.
Okay, I had hoped that I could earn the 10,000 to 100,000. With this one, my goodness, the confidence in being able to achieve it is just through the roof, because the teaching is so much better, so much clearer. So I'm thanking you for the challenge. I am so confident. I'm one of those folks that really do want to earn that $10,000 in 30 days. I'm going to get it in 30 days. When you hit 30 days, I'm following you, and I'm trusting that. And I thank you for the confidence that I now have because of how you're training us.
Love it, Donna. And you know what, Donna? If I can help you get to 10K, you will be the biggest fan for what we do. And guess what? You and I together, we're gonna change. It's not addition, it's multiplication. When two minds come together,
yes.
Right? And you've experienced something, you have a conviction inside of you, that fire, that invisible power that most people don't have, because you did something. You and
Yes.
I, we can inspire 10,000 more people through your story. Because people might not resonate with Vic. They're like, oh, Vic, dude, it's like the company owner, whatever. We don't resonate with you. But if Donald Levette says, hey, guys, and you have that passion because you're talking the truth,
Yes.
you know, this is how this is going to turn into a movement. And that's what my intention is, you guys, here, is create that movement, because I think it's needed in the marketplace. And I think together we can do phenomenal things that honestly, I don't know if anybody else can do what we can do, because we're approaching this thing from the right angle, yeah?
I absolutely believe it. Now, one of the concerns is I wonder, and with the core products, no question, they're awesome, all of them. And I'm glad that I have all of them. And it was worth the sacrifice that I had to do to get them. And so I have no problems encouraging anybody that I'm in the business, find a way to do it. These tools are important. And I agree. I think the way that you do it this time, you have been clear from the beginning the value of these. I don't see you pushing it, or forcing it. But I think that you do a little better. For me, it feels a little better this time around, if you're making it clear from the beginning that these are the tools you need if you're going to be successful. What I wonder about is because the days are packed, and so I'm up at sometimes 2, 3. I do what I need to do to get through the day, because the information is packed. When you're working and you're trying to also follow everything, the days are packed, and I'm not complaining. I love it. I wonder though how you're going to include building your website and how you're going to include all the things that you need to learn with the core product. So it's going to be, for me, curious. I'm interested to see how you're going to do all of that and people not feel overwhelmed.
Well, you just have to find out. I think I've got it, but you guys didn't get to that point yet. So I think you'll. The way we're gonna do this is, I'll just tell you this: is how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? I've got this going on right now, you guys. Just so you know, target for me right now is the challenge is to get this group right here. You guys are going through it to 10K. That's my set goal. That's what I want to do, because once I get you there, this thing is going to go crazy around the world.
Hey, Vic.
Hey, Vic,
Ellen has been patient with his hand like this. Go ahead, Ellen. Let me unmute you here, brother. Hold on. Ellen, go ahead. Ellen, you're on the air.
Hey, Vic, I'm ready. Vic.
Okay, Ellen's not talking. Okay, so whoever's ready, go ahead.
Okay, Vic, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yes, sir.
Hey, Vic, it's Carlos Rojas in South Florida here. Just two things, just to address your questions that you had when we started off.
Yeah.
In reference to the core products. When I listen to you, and I've been involved very little, short time with the program, and I love it. The way you presented it is very powerful. I think if you just stress the fact that you're going into business for yourself, not anybody else, and that's what you pitch. You pitch it, you're building your business for yourself. It's not a big business, it's your business. And for you to go to business, if you're going to be a doctor, you're going to spend 6 years in college plus. You go into that speech. I like that because you're really selling the fact that you're going into business for yourself and only for yourself. You need to invest some time, energy, and money. You gotta learn a new system that's going to give you a livelihood that you will never get anywhere else. So if you can just maybe prepare mentally that if this is a new career for you, if you really want to do this, and what really helps out is the videos that you've been putting in there. They're very powerful motivational videos. I've never seen a lot of them, and I'm pumped up when I hear these videos. And I stop what I'm doing and I'm listening to what you're giving us to copy, and I make a lot of notes. So the other thing is, like, a lot of people want to go in business for themselves. Brick and mortar business, you need to have real estate taxes. You need rental. You got insurance. You got employees. You got inventory. People don't realize that, and here they can work from home. There's no major overhead. All you need is an internet line and a computer and a cell phone, and you're in business for yourself. So, if you prepare them that this is your business and you're only going to invest in yourself, it's not big or the 4%. And I'm here to coach you guys, and they'll see the value in it. And I think people will feel more comfortable, pulling out the credit card and paying for the products when they need them. What I like about it is that you don't pitch it right away. You need this today. You need this in 3 days from now. And that was awesome when you did that. And I went along with you the whole time, which is very powerful that you give people the opportunity to prepare yourself to buy the product when the time's come. So I commend you for what you're doing for us. I mean, the whole team, 4%, we're behind you 100%. And just keep leading the way, man. We're behind you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for the appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to echo something here. A lot of people, when they look at the online business, subconsciously people don't actually look at it as a real business. They think just because it's online, it's some kind of a hobby. And so people that approach this online stuff as a hobby, they get hobby results. It's just simple as that.
Hey, Vic.
Lady and then gentleman.
Me?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, so I just wanted to say, I don't know, for me, my personal experience is I love your program, and your program is getting me so excited. I know it's like my hope to, it's my chance to reach my dream. And for me personally, I have a really small budget. I'm doing this from very little to no money. So I just wanted to maybe suggest maybe doing step one where you can make the 10,000 off of like a very small to no budget. I know that might be hard. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe doing step one where you could do it off of a little to no budget, and then step 2 and 3, you can use the money you make from step 1 for marketing. But that, see what you thought.
And I thought a lot about that. Trust me, a lot, because I started out from scratch. I started out borrowing money, and so I know exactly what you might be feeling and going through, because I've been there myself. So when I was structuring this, and I laid everything out, I'm like, all right, so the huge desk here and notes and plans and kind of a paths and whatnot. And so I'm like, how can we structure this? And the fact of the matter is that here's what I tell to people, and I might, maybe it might be a good idea for us to make it clearer, maybe in a sales video or something like that of the challenge. If somebody like right now, like people, what do we have here? Okay, so you have a real shot potential here, really, to be able to get into some serious money, at least say $5,000 to $10,000, right? For if you go full out and your all-in investment to learn all the bits and pieces that you will learn over the next 30 days, let's say it's $2,200. All core products. Let's say it's $2,500 with all the tools and everything, click funnels and whatnot. Like let's just say $2,500 for the entire thing, right? Now, can be a big chunk of money. Like if somebody, so then you look at it like this. Do you have something around your house that you can maybe liquidate to raise the $2,500, right? So that's option one. But if you do that, let's say if you got that knowledge and you just lived in the program for 30 days, your return on that money, again, I got to be careful with making claims or whatnot. But let's say it's 10,000. Let's say you make 10,000. Let's say you make 5,000. Heck, let's say you broke even. You made $2,500, right? But then you have the knowledge that stays with you that you never, So that was a little bit of a thing that I was looking into, and they're kind of struggling. And the truth of the matter is, some people literally don't have the money. They got two options. They got to work for somebody else and save up enough money to be able to start a business, because you're really starting a business. It's not a gimmick. It's not one of those deals to where you just do it on the side or whatever. If it is, then people get, results that are according to that thinking. Or B, see if you can maybe liquidate something around your house, or maybe borrow the money. Borrowing would be my last category. I did it myself, but I was a little crazy, so not everybody, is going to do what I have to do in terms of commitment and dedication and just stuff like that. But everybody's got stuff we all got around the house that we can liquidate. Maybe it's going to take you a week or two, put it up on eBay or whatever, or maybe just work enough and save it up on the side and then save enough to go into the business. But once you start this thing, I think dedicating yourself, I think a lot of people also, find themselves being pulled into different directions, especially with all kinds of systems right now being promoted and things like that. That's grass is greener. Those things, you guys, I'll tell you, they'll never last. I've been in this industry for 14 years, over 14 years. I've seen a lot of things. And I can tell you right now, if you want to ask me directly, I'll tell you what I feel about some of the things that's out there. 99% of the stuff that we see out there on the internet, they're gimmicks. They're not going to last, because people don't. The real acid test on anything that's out there is this: remove the opportunity, remove the compensation plan, remove the hype. Can people buy the product? And if people don't buy the product, you got nothing. You're selling air. So, but with people with commitment, that's another challenge that I'm seeing as well. Looking at statistics, and we're doing really, really good in that area compared to the industry standard. I think people that are in the challenge, we're actually having some really, really good numbers. We're seeing some really, really good stats. But still, there's plenty of people that get distracted easily. And these people that get distracted, eventually they'll lose, and eventually they'll be looking for something else again, being more in debt. So I say, I'll tell you guys this straight up. This is my legacy project. I don't want to do anything else. I've done a lot of things. I promoted affiliate stuff. I've done stuff that I'm not very proud of, and I've done a lot of things that I did, right. So here, I want all of people that resonate with the 4% vision to be able to work together to change your situation to where you are on some solid grounds financially, and then together we can make an impact. We can create a legacy together. In so doing, you will have a business that you will be proud of. Again, Zig Ziglar quote: you can have anything you want if you help enough people get what they want. And so if we can help enough people genuinely get what they want, you're gonna win. It's just that you're working with the law, with God's laws, man. That's how it is.
Hey, Vic.
Hold on, I'm looking at some comments here. So yeah, people suggesting sell stuff on Amazon. Just figure out, can you be a little creative? Can you be resourceful? What if you had to, if your life dependent on you having those necessary tools, would you get it? Of course, every one of us would. we're creative people. You know, we're social people. So, go ahead, sir.
Hey, Vic.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up a bit on what Mr. Carlos was speaking about, and you yourself a little while ago regarding the core products. The way I'm looking at it, if it may actually help other people understand or feel better or about maybe not having them yet, and also about having to spend that kind of money, whether you can or you cannot, is I looked at it from the perspective of like, how much are we paying when we're going to college? And literally what these core products come up to is a semester of college for some people. And that's actually, when you look at it from that perspective, it's a great investment. And especially what makes it even better is the fact that you won't need, because I can see by the products that you won't need any other products. And if you do try to get any other products, then you're going to be jumbling things up, and you want to stick to that road that you're following. So from that perspective is the way that I see it. And I feel that if folks would look at it from that, they probably would understand. And I don't feel that you're like trying to upsell us. I believe that you're completely being honest and saying, this is what you need. And if you really want to go ahead and make this work, this is what you need. So I'd rather hear from you that that's what I need, rather than you say, well, you know, you might want to get it, you might not want to get it. And it's better to hear that you need it than not hear anything and say, well, you know what, I'll just use this other product. So I just wanted to put that out there for some of the other folks. And I completely understand the budget issue, because I myself am saving up to make sure that I get all the core products. I'm pretty close now, and it's just a struggle. And if you keep on listening to these messages that you keep putting on with Les Brown and everyone else who's giving these speeches, it's about not giving up. And if you see yourself there, and if you see yourself having the 4 products, you're going to have them regardless. You have to see it and you have to think it. And that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Agree 100%, sir. Yeah, agree 100%. This is how you approach it. If you're dead set on, hey, this is it, I'm making it. You guys, if somebody cannot make it here, honestly, my honest opinion, they cannot make it anywhere in online. I really believe it with every cell of my being. If they cannot make it here, that it's I don't want to say it's going to be impossible for them to make it anywhere else.
Vic.
Long term, that is.
Vic.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you heard me.
How are you?
Hey, this is Preacher Lyons. I've been preaching for 60 years, and in the meantime had supplemented my income with MLMs and things of that nature, and did quite well with those. But in '86, I got my first computer, which is the best thing they ever invented for preachers. But I always wanted to learn the income on it. And finally, 4 years ago, I hit AdSense on a little program, and we sold it over $100,000 in 6 months, and it quit in 3 days. Since then, I've been looking for another internet something or another, and I spent a lot of money that was complete waste of time till I come to yours. I run across one of your little programs on the internet, and you said you was a Christian, and you've acted like it. And so I thoroughly enjoy it and look to be making way more than I did in that, and maybe in about the same length of time. These other programs that I spent money in, they spend so much time teaching nothing. Or they teach a whole bunch of something with the core thing that needs to make it work just isn't there. And I like the way you're going through detail. You explain it in good words that we can understand. And even at 82, we're going pretty good, and we're going to run a race with anybody out there that wants to on the top money we make in the next 6 months. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of programs out there that talk, that teach a lot about nothing, like you said. But my intention here is like I'm set on creating success stories. How many success stories can we create? If this was one of those fly-by-night deals for me, like this is a legacy thing. Like, guys, honestly, I don't want to do anything else. And the only way we're gonna create this and make this our dream to become reality for all of us here is to focus on the real deal. And the real deal is, like I said in one of the sessions, I think there is no elevator to success. You just got to take the steps, but it's good for you. Because you take elevators to everything, you never, it's not good for your health.
Good things take hard work.
So yeah, that's it. So appreciate it. Okay, you guys. So look, we've been here for almost 2 hours. Am I missing anything? Okay, so a couple other smaller things. So let's take one more question, and we're gonna call it a wraps. And then
sure, man. By the way, man, this is awesome. Glad to be part here, participating with everybody. Vic, you're doing an awesome job, man. It's much better than the other version of the 4% challenge. Before you started to remodel this one, there's more detailed in videos here. Very, very inspiring videos that I hope everybody can really grasp the messages that are inside Napoleon Hill's story, Brian Tracy, and Bob Proctor, and all these guys that you keep bringing forth to us, so we can, be better inspired and have a better day as we go through this challenge, because it's going to be challenging. It's going to be an uphill until we get to where we got to get, and just implement what we learn here from the challenge.
Yes, sir. If it was walk in the park, we would call it the walk in the park path to 10K.
That's right.
For the channel.
Hey, Vic.
Yes, sir.
This is Phyllis. I'm just telling you, the girl, I can't say her name, Hodges, she's been holding her hand up the whole time. And
oh, please go ahead. Just unmute yourself and you can speak. On the bottom left, there's a little microphone icon on your screen.
Hey everyone, actually my name is Sharifa. You see me on the chat. This is just my nickname. I'm a Hajja. I don't know if you know about Islam. That's a Hajjat. I'm a Hajja. That's we call Hajjat Sharifa,
Hello,
right?
Sharifa. Hello, Hajja Sharifa.
Okay, so I'm in the challenge as Honest Souls Inc. One time you said that's a cute ink. Remember we were competing for the 20, like in the old challenge? And you reached my name, it was in green, and you said, oh, that's a cute ink. Honest Souls Inc. That's the company name.
Oh, nice.
Vic, I think you have a problem that could happen. It happened to me.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Vic?
I can hear you and I can see you.
First of all, I'm very thankful for your existence, for your creation. I feel like it's a blessing. And thank you for your heart. I feel you. Good job. Good job. God bless you.
Thank you.
This is what happened to me. I sent a link to someone I know, and they watched the video, the challenge link. When they finished, they didn't pay at that time. But because at the beginning it shows 4%, when they later went to pay, they actually went direct to your website.
Okay.
So they didn't end up in my account. Although I told them about everything, they didn't know anything about the 4%. So how are you going to deal with that?
Email support, they'll fix you up.
No. They said it's already hard coded. They went straight to your website. They didn't use my link.
If it has no other affiliate attached to that sale, and if it's your sale, so what happened is probably, if they did not get involved through your link right there and there, maybe they, got back through the.
Yeah, but they remember the beginning of it.
Different browser, maybe a different computer or whatnot. So there is no connection right back.
Yes. Yes.
So if you know that that's your person, contact support. Say Vic told me to contact you guys. We have a policy here that if you brought somebody in and they get coded to the house, if there's no other affiliate involved in the transaction already, then they'll just recode it to you. No problem.
Okay, they said no. They say if it's hard coded, it's already done. And
tell them I sent you.
And they're taking all my time. They're asking me all these questions. You understand?
As long as there is no other affiliate involved. Okay.
Okay. There was no, I think.
There was no other affiliate involved. We're good.
Vic, can I say something?
Yes.
When the person who brought me to the challenge, I don't know if I can mention the name. They left the challenge. They left 4%.
Okay.
They left 4%. I don't want to say the name. They know the name. Everyone knows the name. So I watched the way you handled that, and I almost cried. I sent you a card. I don't know if you saw my card. I wrote a card to you to say, please hang in there. I know this person left you. I came here because of him, but I didn't like the way he went. Because I think the commission, because you changed the challenge, so he left.
I did see that card.
You did?
I remember. Yes.
But do you know the person I'm talking about?
I believe I know who you're talking about. Yeah, but it's not
Yes,
as
yes.
important.
That was, I watched you and I'm learning a lot by the way you handle things and the way you work hard. So I'm really very appreciative. Thank you so much.
You inspire me. Thank
And
you.
I'm here to represent. Do you see me? I'm going to represent.
Hey, I want to see you on a boat next.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, you guys. Look, I appreciate all of you. Love you all. Appreciate you.
I want to say
Thank you.
thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you, Vic.
Take care. Appreciate it. Thanks, Vic.
Awesome Zoom.
Take care.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Vic.